What's going on? We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. I know what the business is. Talking about exposing Mark Wahlberg. Same guy that owns the family burger chain, Wahlberg. And some things I didn't know since we were pulling up the past of R. Kelly and they gonna redo, talk about Michael Jackson little sex case, and they always want to pull up the past of black actors and entertainers. Let's talk about Mark Wahlberg and some things that people might not know about Mark Wahlberg, okay? Let's keep it funky. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it factual. Since they want to pull up Kevin Hart stuff, they want to pull up R. Kelly old stuff. You know what I'm saying? Did people know about Mark Wahlberg, okay? Did you know in '86, Wahlberg and three of his friends chased after three African-American children while yelling, "Kill the N-word" with the ER at the end, said it, "Kill the N-word" again, and throwing rocks at them. The next day, Wahlberg and his friends followed the group of school children taking a field trip on the beach and yelled racial slurs at them as well, threw rocks at them, and summoned other white males who joined and harassed them. In '86, a civil action was filed against Wahlberg for violating the civil rights of his victims, and the case was later settled the next month. Right, in '88, Wahlberg again approached a middle-aged Vietnamese man. Not gonna say his name, on the streets. You know what I'm saying? On the street, using a large wooden stick, struck him in the head until he was unconscious while yelling, "Vietnamese, F this shit." The same day, Wahlberg also attacked a second Vietnamese man named, won't say, punching him in the eye without being provoked. According to court documents recording these crimes, when Wahlberg was arrested later that night, he returned to the scene of the first assault. He stated to police officer, "You don't have to let him identify me. I'll tell you now that the MFer who head I slipped open." Investigators also know that Wahlberg made numerous unsolicited racial statements about their eyes, being slandered and stuff of that nature. For these crimes, Wahlberg was charged, attempted murder, pled guilty to assault, and was sentenced to 2 years in Suffolk County Deer Island House of Corrections. Ultimately served 45 days of his sentence, but carried a permanent felony record. Wahlberg believed he had left the guy permanently blind in one eye. In '92, a 21-year-old Wahlberg fractured the jaw of his neighbor in an unprovoked attack. Court documents state that in '92, Wahlberg, without provocation or cause, repeatedly kicked a man named I'm not gonna say his name in the face and jaw, while another man named held the guy down to the ground. Commenting in 2006 on his past crimes, Wahlberg said the right thing to do would be to meet the Vietnamese guy and make amends, and admitted that he had not done so. In 2016, while process of requesting a pardon for his conviction on one of the Vietnamese guy, Wahlberg said he had met the Vietnamese guy and apologized for those horrific acts. Wahlberg said that he first relied on the guidance of the parish priest to turn his back on the crime. He said that he told the street gang that he was leaving them and had some serious fights with them over it. You know what I'm saying? And then also he petitioned to get a pardon, but ultimately he did not really want to answer the question that they had or whatever it was. It said in 2016, Wahlberg said he regretted his attempt to obtain a pardon, and his petition was closed after he failed to answer requests from the pardon board as to whether he wanted them to remain open. Basically, the school teacher that was walking the African American kids on the beach, or the black kids on the beach, he yelled the N-words at with the ER. Came out and did an article and say, no, he shouldn't be pardoned for that. He, even in his petition, his pardon speech, his petition to be pardoned, he never really openly apologized for what he done to those kids. It was about being drunk, about being in a gang and stuff of that nature. See, we can go there. You know what I'm saying? We definitely can go there talking about exposing people's background. And I don't know if a lot of people knew that about Mark Wahlberg. Okay, I didn't know about Mark Wahlberg. And it's important to always read up on these dudes, these people that you go to their burger shops, you support their movies. There's plenty of dudes like this in Hollywood, but yet again, people are talking about some homophobic slurs that was obviously a joke from Kevin Hart, you know, and you got people around here in Hollywood that actually done some real racist stuff. You know, you talking about homophobic, like, oh, this is this, and you know, it was just some funny stuff. You know what I'm saying, that Kevin Hart was doing, and that's what comedians do. They take real life situations and make it funny, or they take funny situations and make it funnier. But then again, you know, he can't host the Academy Awards, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have no problem forgiving Mark Wahlberg if they haven't gave him an Academy Award / Oscar already. It wouldn't be nobody up in arms on his past of not only having racial conflict, unprovoked racial conflict on black kids. I don't care. Oh, he was only 16. He was young. No. Once, like the girl said, and I linked that article in the Washington Post. I linked both of these articles. The second source link would be the one in the Washington Post where she spoke out and say, you know, you would never not be a racist. Once you do racist stuff like that, that's not alcohol or drugs, or you don't grow out of that. You don't change, or you always feel that type of way. You know what I'm saying? You always feel that type of way. And it doesn't change. You know, for black people, you know, we must forgive and forget what other people done, but we're never forgiven, or it's never forgotten what we've done. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's not fair. That's not fair. They're going to continue to pull up what R. Kelly did 20, 30 years ago. You know, it's like, okay, we didn't get blood 20 years ago. Let's get blood 30 years ago. Now, 10 more years past, they're going to try to get blood again. And they don't even want to let Michael Jackson rest in peace, man. Like I said, man, I never really followed the Michael Jackson thing. I understand what happened, you know, and what he was up against. I never gave it credit. I'm not giving the R. Kelly thing any credit. You know, when you got people like this walking around with Hollywood, I'm not excusing what R. Kelly did, but nobody's saying nothing about Mark Wahlberg pass. People still going to get their Wahlburger. He's still opening up burger spots across the nation. So when he go up there to host something, or when he go do a movie, Pain the Game, whatever he do his movies. Nobody boycott his movies, and he's racist in a mug. This is 1 billion times worse than what Kevin Hart did. This is on par with what R. Kelly did. You know what I'm saying? It pretty much don't get more heinous than this. We talking about school kids, and we talking about Vietnamese guys who can't even defend themselves, who was unprovoked when he was trying to steal out of a liquor store. But yet again, Hollywood and the Twitter gangbangers and the people that, oh, Michael B. Jordan's going to be Superman. No more. No, watch. They're going to try to pull something over Michael B. Jordan. I don't want Michael B. Jordan to be Superman. I don't want him. I want him to create his own superhero. I don't want to see a black man be Superman. That's for white people. You know what I'm saying? Watch they pull up his history. Oh, Michael B. Jordan said gay in the 4th grade, and we have a video recording him saying gay. He can't be that. But next time you hear Mark Wahlberg get apart, I want people to bring up this. I want people to bring up this. This dude shouldn't even be in Hollywood. I don't care how good of an actor he is. With this past, you know, and what he's done out here, no. Absolutely not. So next time he up for something, I want to see people pull up this, share this video, share the articles on him that's in the Washington Post, share his Wikipedia, share all this other stuff that he's done. So next time he get or an honor or he get an award, I want to see him boycott. I want to see him have to get that reward back. Next time he get asked to host the Cockroach Awards or host the Oscars or he asked to make a guest appearance or he go to a hospital to visit some terminal ill kids, excuse me. I need that energy, bro. I need these same people, these Twitter game bangers, these same social media people, which really Hollywood people hiring people to pull up people past. Pull up Mark Wahlberg past. Pull up his past. And see if you ain't horrified and he deserved to be pardoned because he did it. There's plenty of black people out here that done way less than him. You know what I'm saying? It's innocent black people out here that done 20 years and they found innocent and they give them $10, $20, $100. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of guys out here that deserve to be pardoned before he do. Let that stick on his record. Horrific crimes. Racial crimes, number of racial crimes, violent crimes, and you can just see he got the complexion for the selection, right? You can see he got the complexion for the selection, right? Because if you didn't pay attention to what I said, out of 2 years, a 2 year season, he only did 45 days. A month and a half. If he was black, oh, homeboy doing a whole 2. You can't tell me it ain't a double standard in America. This dude made a guy go permanent and blind in one eye and say, oh, I want to meet him and apologize. If I was old boy, nah, you talking about 30, 40 years, 20 years later, whatever it was, now you want to apologize. I can't see out one eye. And then he settled with the kids and the school teacher. Of course he shouldn't be partying. So he already protected 3 times. He beat his neighbor up. Probably was protected then 3 times. Oh, people change. Well, no. Then can Kevin Hart change? Can Kevin Hart get a change? You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep bringing up all the black entertainers past. You got white entertainers around here, racist in the mug, violent in the mug, hurt people, throwing rocks at 3rd graders, making people go blind when they continue the ones to get the spot. Kevin Spacey around here, nasty in the mud. They not bringing that up. They talking about R. Kelly. And they only do that to distract people, and black people all on the R. Kelly bandwagon. Okay? But you got guys like Wahlberg, and I guarantee there's plenty of them with past like Wahlberg out there that's in Hollywood that nobody say nothing about. Nothing about. It's disgusting. This was disgusting when I read this. Shout out to Tom Business, man. I heard this video earlier. Disgusting. I had to do a video on it. Disgusting. Y'all go subscribe to the brother Tom Business JS. It's disgusting. You know? And did you guys know this? Does this make you look at Wahlberg different? When Wahlberg get asked to host the Crackhead Awards, or get asked to host the Chicken Awards, or get to flip the coin toss at a Patriot football game, now look at him different. I've already thought he may have been that, especially you talking about Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. But it is what it is, man. Y'all know it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Blessings to you and yours, man. It's an effed up world, but make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Don't forget we on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Not Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can reach out to me in the email if you got a question, business inquiry, sponsorship. And at the end of this month, I no longer will be retweeting videos out. YouTube has canceled that. Got the notice today. So we figured something else out. Appreciate it. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description as well.